Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today we will learn about the physiology of conduction system of the heart. In our previous lecture, I taught you about the physiology of cardiac muscle and electrical as well as mechanical process of contraction in the cardiac muscles. And the second topic in the first chapter was the different events of cardiac cycle. But before understanding the different events of cardiac cycle and difficult concepts of different parameters of cardiac cycle, we should learn about the conduction system of the heart. So in today's topic, we will discuss about the physiology of conduction system of the heart. Now, conduction system of the heart is a specialized system of cardiac muscle which is responsible for the generation of the impulse and its transmission to all parts of the cardiac muscle. Pacemaker is that area of the conduction system that is capable of self-generation or autorhythmicity, and autorhythmicity is responsible for the rhythmical pumping of the heart. Now, pacemakers, in order of their inherent rhythm in conduction system, are sinoatrial node, then three internodal pathways, AV node or atrioventricular node, bundle of His, bundle branches, and Purkinje fibers. Now we will learn the physiology of these components of conduction system in sequence and one by one, so you will understand their physiology. So this is a diagram of conduction system of a heart. In yellow, you can see the highlighted conduction system. It starts from the sinus node, because sinus node is the actual pacemaker of the heart where the cardiac impulse is generated. Then three internodal pathways, they carry the impulse to the AV node. AV node then leads to the AV bundle. AV bundle divides into right and left bundle branches that travel through the septum of the heart, and they divide and redivide into microscopic Purkinje fibers of the conduction system, and then they transmit the impulse to the last portions of the ventricular muscle fibers. So first of all, we will take the first component of conduction system, which is sinoatrial node or SA node. SA node is a small flattened ellipsoid strip of specialized cardiac muscle about 3 mm wide, 15 mm long, and 1 mm thick. It is located in the superior posterolateral wall of the right atrium, immediately below and slightly lateral to the opening of the superior vena cava. So here the impulse is generated. The fibers of this node have almost no contractile muscle filaments, that is, no actin and myosin filaments. However, these sinus nodal fibers connect directly with the atrial muscle. So as soon as the impulse is generated, it travels immediately to the atrial muscles in first contact. Special quality of SA node fibers is their electrical rhythmicity. The sinus node ordinarily controls the rate of entire beat of the heart. The resting membrane potential of sinus node fiber between discharges has a negativity of about -55 to -60 millivolts in comparison with -85 to -90 millivolts for the ventricular muscle fiber. So this low value of resting membrane potential is responsible for the rhythmical excitation of SA node fibers. Now, what are the different ion channels in the membranes of this SA node which are responsible for this electrical rhythmicity? They are fast sodium channels, slow sodium calcium channels, and potassium channels. So this is a diagram which shows an action potential from sinus nodal fibers and change from the normal value of resting membrane potential of -45 to 50 millivolts into a positive direction. Then after depolarization, there is no plateau and return of the action potential to the resting membrane potential. Whereas in the ventricular muscle fibers, there is a plateau phase because of the slow sodium calcium channels, and this plateau phase is responsible for the delayed the contraction of the ventricular muscle fibers for proper filling of the cardiac chambers. Basically, the inherent leakiness of the sinus nodal fibers to sodium and calcium ions causes their self-excitation. So this is the property of SA node fibers, that they are inherently leaky to the sodium and calcium ion channels because of the presence of slow sodium calcium channels. First, the sodium-calcium channels become inactivated, that is, they close within about 100 to 150 milliseconds after opening. And second, at about the same time, greatly increased number of potassium channels open and they terminate the action potential. So there is no plateau phase in the action potential of the SA node fibers. Three internodal pathways carry the impulse from the SA node to the AV node as well as transmission of cardiac impulse through the atria. The ends of the SA nodal fibers, they connect directly with the surrounding atrial muscle fibers. Therefore, action potential originating in the SA node travels outward into these atrial muscle fibers. There are three anterior, middle, and posterior internodal pathways that bring the impulse to atrioventricular node and delay of impulse conduction from atria to the ventricles. And this delay is because of the decreased number of the gap junctions in this portion of the conduction system. Here in this diagram, you can see the highlighted portion of the conduction system. Three internodal pathways carry the impulse from the SA node after a time lapse of 0.03 seconds. Then there is AV node and a delay of 0.12 second in the AV node after penetrating through the atrioventricular fibrous tissue. This AV node brings impulse to the bundle of His, or in the distal portion of the AV bundle, which immediately before going into the septum divides into right and left bundle branches. So here we can see that there is a delay of 0.16 second in the AV node for the impulse transmission from atria to the ventricles. AV nodal delay is the total delay in the AV nodal and AV bundle system is about 0.13 seconds. This is in addition to the initial conduction delay of 0.03 seconds from the sinus node to the AV node. So it makes a total delay of 0.16 seconds before the excitatory signals finally reach the contracting muscle of the ventricles. This is caused mainly by the diminished numbers of gap junctions between the successive cells in the conduction pathway. And this AV nodal delay is responsible for the proper filling of the ventricles before ejection. Rapid transmission in the ventricular Purkinje system. Special Purkinje fibers lead from the AV node through the AV bundle into the ventricles. They are very large fibers, even larger than the normal ventricular muscle fibers, and they transmit action potentials at a velocity of 1.5 to 4 meters per second, a velocity about 6 times that in the usual ventricular muscle and 150 times that in some of the AV nodal fibers, due to very high level of permeability of gap junction. So we can see that this ventricular Purkinje fiber system is responsible for very quick and prompt transmission of impulse from the AV bundle to the last portions of ventricular muscles. This conduction in the conduction system of the heart is one way. That is, once the conduction starts, it will always travel in the forward direction through the AV bundle. Distribution of the Purkinje fibers in the ventricles is through the left and right bundle branches. After penetrating the fibrous tissue between the atrial and ventricular muscles, the AV bundle passes downwards in the ventricular septum for 5 to 15 millimeters towards the apex of the heart. Then the bundle divides into the left and right bundle branches that lie beneath the endocardium on the two sides of the ventricular septum, progressively divide into the smaller branches and penetrate 1/3 of the way into the cardiac muscle fibers to become continuous with them. From the bundle branches in the ventricular septum to the terminations of Purkinje fibers, the total elapsed time averages only 0.03 seconds. So here you can see that Purkinje fibers in the conduction system are the most rapidly acting fibers, and they are responsible for the conduction of impulses within no time period. So here in this diagram, you can see the electrical conduction in the heart in sequence. This conduction starts in the SA node. So first portion to be depolarized in conduction system of the heart is SA node. Now electrical activity goes rapidly to the AV node via internodal pathways. So there are 3 internodal pathways that lead from the SA node. Now depolarization spreads more slowly across the atria and conduction slows through the AV node. So this is responsible for AV nodal delay. Depolarization moves rapidly through the ventricular conducting system to the apex of the heart by means of right and left bundle branches. Now depolarization wave spreads upwards from the apex by means of Purkinje system of the heart. So in this way, the impulse that was originally generated in SA node, it reaches the last part of the ventricular muscle within almost no time delay. So this is the transmission of cardiac impulse through the heart, and in this diagram you can see in isolately the different time intervals that are taken from the impulse to be transmitted after its origin in the SA node. So here SA node transmits impulse through 3 internodal pathways to AV node at 0.03 seconds. Then there is a delay of 0.13 seconds and impulse reaches AV bundle at 0.16 seconds. Then right and left bundle branches carry them to the apex of the heart at 0.19 seconds. And from the subendocardial surfaces, this impulse is carried to the epicardial surfaces at 0.22 seconds delay. So the understanding of these time intervals for the generation and appearance of cardiac impulse through different segments of conduction system is very important in relation to understanding the normal physiology of heart as well as the appearance of different waves in the normal electrocardiogram or ECG. The control of excitation and conduction in the heart. This control is mainly exhibited by the SA node fibers. The sinus node controls the beat of the heart because its rate of rhythmical discharge is faster than that of any other part of the heart. Therefore, the sinus node is virtually always called the pacemaker of the normal heart. Sinus node of 70 to 80 sinus node discharges at the rate of 70 to 80 times per minute, whereas AV nodal fibers discharge at an intrinsic rhythmical rate of 40 to 60 times per minute. So this is naturally less than SA node, and Purkinje fibers discharge at a rate between 50 and 40 times per minute and still lower than the AV node. So here we can say this SA node has got the higher rate of discharge per minute. So that's why this is capable of autorhythmicity or self-generation of an action potential. So it should be definitely called as the pacemaker of the heart. Abnormal pacemakers are also called as ectopic pacemakers. A pacemaker elsewhere than the sinus node is called an ectopic or abnormal pacemaker. An ectopic pacemaker causes an abnormal sequence of contraction of different parts of the heart and significant disability of heart pumping. For example, AV node, Purkinje fibers, or even atrial or ventricular muscle fibers can take over the function of pacemakers, but they all would be ectopic or abnormal pacemakers. Cause of shift of the pacemaker is blockage of transmission of cardiac impulse from the SA node to the other parts of the heart. Role of Purkinje system in causing synchronous contraction of the ventricles. The Purkinje system causes all the portions of ventricular muscles in both ventricles to begin contracting at almost the same time, 0.03 to 0.06 seconds after the last impulse, and then to continue contracting for about another 0.3 seconds. So if the cardiac impulse should travel through the ventricles slowly, much of the ventricular mass would contract before the contraction of the remainder, in which case the overall pumping effectiveness of the heart would be greatly depressed. So the Purkinje system is responsible for synchronous contraction of the ventricles. So this was the detail of the impulse generation and transmission through the different parts of the conduction system of the heart.